Dr. David Marriott.
Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you for coming through. I really do appreciate it.
It's been a while, and obviously, I'm a massive fan of what you're doing at the moment. Massive fan of the show. Also, for me, seeing someone who we grew up together, went partying, went dancing together, and boogie.
Arches.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Jumping over garden, mum sleeping. So, yes. Yeah, to see what you've achieved is a massive thing for myself. So, congratulations to you.
Thank you, and likewise, to see you get your doctorate.
Massive.
Massive. Coming from where we come from, Southwest 9, S-West 9.
Trust me.
You know, it's such a pleasure to see your growth, development, and knowing your story, the personal story as well. Some of the people that we know didn't get to achieve some of the things that you have, so it's an honour to see and watch that.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. So, for some of you that don't know David, David is the coach of Lambeth Tigers.
Correct.
Co-founder?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and how it felt growing up in South London, Brixton particularly, in the 80s.
Yeah. Well, I come from, as you know, big family, 7 of us. Mm-hmm. Growing up for me, we had, people would say we had nothing, but yet for me we had everything.
Everything.
Yeah, so we didn't have the luxuries of what most other children had, but we had the luxury of love and being able to have family present. So I think that's more than anything for myself. So yeah, growing up was good. Yes, when it comes to certain things like Christmas and birthdays, we didn't get the stuff what the other children got, but just living in a yearly and a daily basis was just amazing for myself, and good family presence, and yeah, it was really good. Like I said, it was just really good. I can't really say nothing bad about it. It was really good.
I remember your mum, Auntie Ruth. Shout out Auntie Ruth, rest in peace. She was very much open to people. She was almost like a mother of the community.
Yes, most definitely.
How did that feel for you?
Do you know what? At the time, it was just ordinary. So, yeah, she was my role model, even up until she had passed. I remember there was an incident. She was bedbound for like 3 years, or 2.5 years, so she couldn't come out. She never came out. And there was an incident where I obviously got the honourable doctorate. So it was an amazing time for me, and I wanted her to be there. And I knew that the odds on her being there was very, very unlikely. And so I was like, "Oh, Mum, I'd love you to come." And she said, "Listen, my legs," and she had really bad ulcers. And I was like, "Okay, you know, I understand, I get it." So my sisters came and everything. So I remember getting there, Goldsmiths University, and I've showed up, and obviously one of the biggest days of my life. And then who's standing in a wheelchair, sitting right there, my mum. So like even down to her last time in the world, she was still kind of showing up for her children. So that meant everything to me. So I think as much as I got the award, and people say that it's most probably my biggest achievement, that was my biggest moment, because that moment for me meant everything to me. Like my mum's like not well, she's literally not well, and she still showed up. Do you understand? So that was massive for myself.
You know, I look at those incidents and it reminds me of my nanny, and they were friends, and you know, they had challenges too. But I don't think they make mothers like that anymore. I mean, and I'm a mum, and I think I'm pretty good, but there's something about their makeup, their genetics, their behaviours. It doesn't matter if they're not okay, they still show up for you.
All the time.
All the time.
My mum never, and not just for us, my mum showed up for everybody. And there was certain things, even prior to her dying, what didn't sit right with me, like with people not turning up to her funeral. And her funeral was like absolutely...
It was huge.
It was massive. So people not showing up to the 9-night and the funeral was massive. But again, maybe later on we'll get into it, but I was going through certain things where I could only see it through one lens.
Yeah.
That's what my thing was like. This woman was my birth mother, but at the same time, she was everyone's mum.
Yeah, mother to many.
I would come to my house and I'll see some of my friends there in a private conversation with my mum. And my mum never ever disclosed what that was about. So she was also a mother to them. We also had some of my friends who you know as well, who lived with us, when their mum or parents were going through things, my mum was that safe space for everybody. So there's so much trials and tribulations I faced when she had passed. So again,
we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
We will get to that, man.
So let's rewind. So you're one of 7 kids.
Correct.
Where do you sit in that chain?
I am fourth.
The fourth. So you're like in the middle.
Yeah, I'm like bang in the middle, yeah.
How was that experience being in the middle?
Do you know, good and bad. I remember because obviously growing up, we didn't have everything.
Yeah.
So a present, because there was more boys, a present for the girls, they had their individual presents because there was 2 girls. But for the boys, we would have, do you remember 18?
Yeah.
I remember we had the 18 trucks and everything. And by the time Christmas is finished, the day is finished, you might get a little touch of it, 9 o'clock or something, but that's the time we're going to bed. So it had to go through my buck and this one and Elijah, and by the time I even get a chance to touch it, bedtime. So yeah, they would have stuff kind of what was difficult growing up.
Yeah. Not
be able to have everything, but it's just a part of my education, part of God's plan for myself.
Yeah. It's interesting, I look back at growing up and I never thought we were poor or we didn't have. And now when you do job applications, they talk about social economic background and was this person working and what was their earning and stuff. And I feel, I was poor. I was poor.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel poor.
No.
I felt very rich.
And that's how that's the power of your grandma and my mom, that power of make us know the difference between material, the materialistic. I think we got that materialistic thing come maybe when we were 14.
Yeah. 90s.
13, when everyone started to, okay, hold on a minute,
LA Gear, Fila.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harachis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't there, unfortunately. Lean up something. But it was then. I was like, wow, okay.
It did change around that time. You got a good memory because before that we never really had brands and things that we wanted or craved for.
No.